Hi and welcome to Molly's Monday Machination Video Edition for Sunday the 29th of June 2008. The end of the first week of the split round 14, and we're going to go through the results. But just to start off with, just all the best to Graham Polak and his family and friends and teammates. Graham Polak was hit by a tram on Saturday night. He's in an induced coma in the Alfred Hospital with bruising on the brain. I wish all the best to him. Football is a secondary thought. It's just hoping that all turns out well for him and he can get on with life and be okay. So on with the results of the week. In the first game, Friday night football, a bit of a snoozer. 29,000, disappointing crowd, went to see the Hawks 18-18, 126, defeat the West Coast Eagles 9-15, 69. For the Hawks, Roughhead 6, Franklin 5, Hodge 3, Osborne, Crawford, Williams and Birchall 1 apiece. Ashley Hansen 4 for the Eagles, McKinley 2, Cox, Hunter and Staker 1 apiece. The best for Hawthorn, Roughhead, Osborne, Mitchell, Crawford, Crode, Ladson. For West Coast, Kerr, Cox, Pritis, Nikoski, Hansen and Lynch. Let's move on to the Carlton Richmond game. Carlton 17-16, 118 defeated Richmond 12-16, 88 without Judd, who was taken out of the side on the Friday and made me change my tip. Anyway, Favola 4, Gibbs 3, Betts 2, Fisher 2, Cloak, Edwards, Grigg, Murphy, Stevens and Wiggins 1 apiece. For Carlton, the goal kickers, and for Richmond, Hughes 3 with Morton 3, Deludio, Johnson, Polak, Richardson, Riewoldt and Simmons 1 apiece. Best for Carlton, Stevens, Carrazzo, Waite, Gibbs, Scotland, Bentic. For Richmond, Deludio, Cochin, Foley, Moore, Polo and McMahon. Judd was replaced in the side by Anderson. Thursfield had a hamstring, was replaced by King, and Richardson did his hammy as well, so could be out, which could affect his Brownlow chances that everyone is talking up. Great win for Carlton there. On the Gold Coast, St Kilda 12-12-84 defeated North Melbourne 9-15, 69, with St Kilda coming back from a late deficit to win that game after a interchange muck-up that saw them have a 150-metre penalty basically given against them and a goal, which put North back in front. But the Saints came back and won even after that. For the Saints, Milne 4, Kaczynski 2, Riewoldt, Armitage, Eddie, Fisher and King and Montagna 1 apiece. For North, Campbell 3, Harvey, Petrie, Hale, Harding, Wells and Harrison singles. For St Kilda, Montagna, Riewoldt, Ball, Hudson, Harvey and Graham were named in their best. For North Melbourne, Harvey, Simpson, Grant, Campbell, Gibson and Wells. And only 9,000 saw that game up on the Gold Coast. In the other game on Saturday night, the Western Bulldogs 20-15, 135 defeated Port Adelaide 11-15, 81. For the Dogs, Ackermanis with 4, Johnson and Walsh 3 apiece, Hill and Griffin 2 apiece, Boyd, Eagleton, Ray, Jen, Siracusa, Gilby and Hahn singles. For Port Adelaide, Treadray 2, Westhoff 2, Gray 2, Roden, Loney, Thompson, Pettigrew and Brogan singles. For the Western Bulldogs, the best players were Griffin, Ackermanis, Addison, Hargrave, Johnson, Morris, Eagleton. For Port Adelaide, Kane, Corns, Roden, Gray, Cassisi and Thompson. Up on in Darwin with an 11,000 crowd up there. So another good win for the Doggies, who are currently sitting on top of the ladder with Geelong to play next week. In today's game, 2 upsets. Melbourne 14-9-93 defeated Brisbane Lions 13-14-92. For Melbourne, Miller for Sylvia for Bruce and Wanamiri to Bate, Green 1 apiece. For Brisbane, Jonathan Brown 5, Bradshaw 4, Hooper, Patfull and Rushashali singles. For Melbourne, the best were Green, Bruce, Miller, Johnson, Valenti, I always get this one wrong. Sylvia. For Brisbane, Power, Black, Rushashali, John O'Brown and Jared Brennan at the G with 23,000. And the final game of the weekend, another upset. Fremantle 13-13-91 were defeated by Essendon 14-11-95. Goal kickers for Essendon, Stanton, Hill, Ramanaskas, Lucas 2 apiece. McPhee, Lovett, Lloyd, Lonergan and Reamers singles. For Fremantle, Pavlich 6, Main 2, Tarrant 2, Solomon 1, Carr 1 and Hinkley 1. So that's the results for the round. I hope you're not like me and got 2. If you had to listen to my tips on Friday and taken them, or on Thursday, you'd have 3. Unfortunately, I changed on to Richmond. I tossed it up and I did it. Bad. You shouldn't do that. Still the 2 games to finish off the round next week. 2 good games. We hope Adelaide play Geelong and Sydney play Collingwood. So best of luck for those games. Hopefully you can tip better than me. Hope to be back on Thursday with tipping for those games and maybe some news during the week. Probably do the podcast tomorrow. Not sure what I'll talk about, but some issues coming up with the interchange and the like. Surely we'll get a mention. So see you then.